Morning guys, how you going? Alright, I am currently down at the park getting my hair waved around right by the wind. It is a beautiful day here in WA. Alright, we've finally got rain, a little bit of rain, okay, which is lovely. If you can see this, alright, I don't know if you can see the rain over there. We've got some clouds over there. Alright, so it is spitting rain, alright, and I am down at the park, but I really just wanted, oh my goodness, I really just wanted to have a chat with you guys. Alright, so I thought I'd do a video, right, on the difference between, oh yeah, I got my cough too in case you're wondering, the difference between, right, a deceased, right, and a spirit guide. Alright, so I'm just gonna go find myself a bin. Hold on a minute, guys. Alright, this is like full candid, mate. This is life, hey? This is life. So I thought I'd do a video to explain the difference. If you can pick up the wind, I'm really sorry. Oh my lord. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're good now, apart from the hair. Alright, you're gonna have to excuse the hair, but seriously, like, who gives a rat's anyway? So, okay, so the difference between a deceased and a spirit guide, alright? So, obviously a deceased person is somebody who has, lived within a earth experience, okay, that has passed away on the earth plane, but is stuck, okay, or hasn't quite moved on to, I guess, heaven, basically. Haven't moved on to another place, right? Pretty much, like, that's if you're dealing with, if you come across a ghost or whatever, all right? We're not talking about, if you actually go and see a medium and, connect with a loved one or whatever, all right? So that's a deceased, all right? And what a spirit guide is almost the same deal, okay? It's almost the same deal. It is usually, okay, but it doesn't have to be, and I'll explain in a minute. Alright, it usually is same deal, okay? So instead of just a random person pretty much passing away and being around you as a deceased person, it can be loved ones as well, but anyway, I'm making this more difficult than what it has to be. Alright, with spirit guides, alright, they have, it's the same thing. They used to be a human, right? And they had a human experience, but with you in another life. Right? How cool is that shit? Anyway, so it is, they're basically like your buds from another life, mate, almost. So what happens, right, is that everybody has, different life experiences to learn the things that we need to learn. Okay, so our spirit, our soul can, evolve and grow and stuff like that. And your spirit guides have been with you before in a previous life, and basically they agree, okay, that they have got the tools and the knowledge necessary to help you in this life at this point in time, right? Example, all right, I had a spirit guide. His name was Hannah, right? A Native American warrior, right? And Hannah was with me from 2000 up until last year, okay? And his purpose was, all right, he came into my life as a guide when I was going through a very difficult time in my life, basically. So at the end of 2000, I had moved from the farm, okay, to the city or the town, right? And I went through so much, like, life-changing stuff, hey? And Hannah, being a warrior, all right, helped me conquer that shit, all right? He helped me gain intelligence. He helped me be smart. He helped me with wars inside of myself, with battles inside of myself, battles in my life, okay? My whole life was a freaking battle, man. And Hannah, sorry about the wind, Hannah really, really helped me with that, okay? So that's an example, all right? So when Okay, so spirit guides, they come and go, right? So some, I suppose, I don't have all the answers, guys. I can only tell you what I know, all right? But nothing's like definite, okay? Everyone has their own truth and knows different things, okay? So don't take my word for it, but I can share what I do know, all right? And what's like truth to me. So spirit guides, they're with you like throughout your entire life, okay? But they're interchangeable. They're like the guards at bloody Buckingham Palace, mate. So they've all got their own set shifts, okay, to do with different stages in your life, all right? So they come and go, okay, and you know, depending on their knowledge, their experience, how they can help you, what they agreed to, okay, to help you through, all right, and they're only there for your greater good, all right. With the deceased, you know, on the other hand, all right, if you are a medium, all right, and you know, you do seem to collect the ghosties, all right, sometimes, you know, the ghosties aren't there for your greater good, all right, and that's the difference, okay? So if you're receiving like communication, guidance, messages, okay, through automatic writing, clairaudience, clairsentience, like everything, all right, if you're receiving messages, I feel that it's pretty important to figure out pretty quick who the hell you're talking to, all right, because it can like get you into trouble. Not in, I guess it could be in a bad way, right? But it's good to know who you're talking to and whether the information can actually be trusted, okay? Because I mean, the difference between a spirit guide is there to help and assist you no matter what. Okay, they've dedicated themselves to you and your development, okay? And they're only out of there, like, they're only there with you out of love, all right, and support. Whereas, you know, ghosties and stuff, they don't know your shit, okay? They don't know you normally, all right, unless it's a loved one. And, you know, all they're interested in is sharing their story, basically, okay? But what happens, which is interesting, is, you know, if you have got this hearing, okay, if you can hear voices, if you can hear your guides, all right, or the deceased, all right, sometimes it's hard to tell, okay, because you'll only hear broken sentences, maybe a word here and there, all right, and it can be confusing, all right. Example, the other day, all right, the other day I was chillaxing, you know, got into that, you know, that state where I was, you know, half in between, like half in, half out of the world. And I heard someone talking, right? And they said to me, they're like, don't be a cheerleader. And I'm like, what? Anyway, and anyway, they were talking about the videos that I was doing, guys, for you guys, right? So this person was basically saying, you know, drop the motivation, you know, motivational speeches, and you know, and you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be like this. And they were very like rigid, man. They were just like, you know, this is spirituality, this is how it is, blah 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 blah, right? And I got sus, right? I'm like, fuck, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Is this a spirit guide or what? Because I mean, like, talking about spirituality and stuff, guys, like I was assuming that it was possibly to do with my life path, you know what I mean? Anyway, oh my God. Oh, anyway, I'm like, I got sus. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I said to this person, I'm like, what's your name? Right? And do you know what they said? They go, I'm not telling you. And I'm like, oh, really? Right? And I'm like, what is your name? Right? And, you know, I'm like, tell me your name. And they full yelled out, no. And I'm like, oh my God. All right. So from that moment, I knew that this person was a ghostie, all right? It was a deceased person that somehow I picked up from God knows where, all right? And they weren't here for my greater good, all right? So I had to get rid of them, okay? I couldn't have that harsh in my freaking cheerleading mellow, man, all right? So my motivational mellow. Oh my God. Anyway, So anyway, so that's the sort of thing that can happen, all right? It can get confusing with communications and stuff. So just for something that's really interesting, okay, so spirit guides, my experiences with them are quite interesting, all right? So spirit guides obviously stay with you, they talk to you, they mentor you, they never tell you what to do. Okay, they never, ever, ever, ever tell you what to do, okay? Ghosties, on the other hand, they can do that, all right? If you think of any personality of a human in this world, okay, we've got bossy people, we've got depressed people, we've got really happy people, all right? We've got people that just don't stop singing. I've had singing ghosts before, all right? Anyway, all right, so anyway, with spirit guides, they never tell you what to do, all right? It's always your choice, okay, when it comes to something. Example, okay, for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so that I'm aware of, okay, that since I've been able to, you know, communicate with them and hear them, they have been encouraging me, several guides had been encouraging me to give up smoking, okay, which I have. Yay, all right. I did give up previously, but obviously I went back to smoking and, you know, I've just recently given up again, all right. So yeah, anyway, so they were motivating me. They weren't telling me to give up smoking, but they had some massive conversations with me regarding it and were really encouraging me to, you know, take it quite seriously. So, yeah, so they do that. Another little interesting bit of information is they read things like scripts, all right, which is really cool, okay? You can, if you train yourself, okay, or if you're really observant when you first wake up in the morning, you will hear them talking about your day that's coming up, mate. Sometimes this can sound like a personal horoscope. Okay, so some people get like little scripts read to them and it will basically play out throughout their day. They also say words and things like that, okay? The other week I woke up and I heard Instagram, right? I'm like, oh shit, right? So I checked Instagram. I don't know, I just, you know, pessimistic about shit. All right, when guides are saying stuff, I do get scared, all right? So I checked Instagram and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, that makes sense, you know, because it really like hit me, right? And I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, oh, that was it, you know, no worries. Freaking within a couple of hours, man, more stuff happened with Instagram. I'm like, oh my Lord, right? And it was actually a learning experience. So they were, you know, it was like they were talking about, it was a learning experience for me and they were there for me with a learning experience with Instagram, all right? So, yeah, that was amazing. I think it comes from them, but they also they use music, okay? So sometimes you can wake up in the morning or at night, you know, whenever, and you'll hear music, okay? Deceased can use music as well, but not in the same way that spirit guides do, okay? So deceased use music to tell you who they are, all right? And spirit guides use music, okay, for it's like that script, okay? So what you agreed to come into, you know, for this life and this life experience, it's like, it's almost like they surround your energy with music, and that's basically how it plays out. Like music it's like a language, it's like a script. It's amazing, you know what I mean? And you know, depending on the type of music, I'm still learning this, okay, because I've only heard maybe about, I don't know, 6 or 7 different types of music, okay, but I'm starting to learn and distinguish the difference between the different types of music and what that actually means for me. And when it all filters down and filters through, it's like, it's amazing. It's spot on. It's like how I feel listening to that music, or the tempo, or, you know, the style of music, really reflects in your life and in your surroundings. Like, it's just freaking something else. It's like this whole world is a freaking hologram sometimes, man. Like, it's just programs. And your spirit guides are there to help you through it. Okay, so another little tip, all right, I should really, hurry this up. Another little tip, if you don't know if you're talking to a deceased or a spirit guide, all right, is spirit guides rarely use names, all right? Deceased will call you by your name, all right? Not always, but they are aware, okay, of your name, okay, and what you do throughout the day, especially if they're following you around, things like that. So that's a dead giveaway, all right? Oh, Jesus, dead giveaway, medium humour. Oh, anyway, all right, things like that, okay. If something's watching and observing you, okay, it will comment on what you've done and what it's seen, okay? So you know that you've picked it up from somewhere, and it probably should be shifted on unless there's a reason and you're experienced in these things, okay? But spirit guides, on the other hand, rarely use your name, okay? They use code, like code language, all right? Which is interesting. They, basically for me, right, if my spirit guides are talking about my friends, or anyone who comes into my environment, all right, they talk about star signs, okay? So, for example, if I've got a friend that's a Pisces, right, they'll go, oh, Pisces, blah, 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 right, and say something. And the next minute, I'm getting a phone call from fucking Pisces, right? And I actually call people this. Like, when I meet people out, all right, like out anywhere, even like my friends, some of them I call them by their bloody star signs, mate, because that's what my spirit guides do. Like, it's just so fascinating. Anyway, so they normally talk through star sign, okay, which makes it extremely difficult when you've got friends that, if you've got two Pisces in your life, can make it really difficult. I have had them say my name once, okay, and that was when they were grabbing my attention. This was very, very new when I first started talking with them after I had a bloody energy activation, right? And they said my name once to get my attention, and then they threw a symbol into my heart chakra, right? Which is what they do too. They do help you evolve, okay? So symbols being thrown at you, especially like into your heart, okay? You can see them through the third eye sometimes as well, but I mean, there's other, deceased people can actually project things as well, all right? But I'm just letting you know that's kind of, anyway. Yeah, so they bring you to the next stage in your journey. They help you on your path. They help you on your way. They're only ever there for your greater good. And the symbols are a part of that as well, all right? So they're like initiations, okay? It's next level, next step. And that will be the theme, whatever the symbol looks like, okay? If you get the opportunity to see what the symbols are, all right? I've seen a couple and I've actually drawn them, all right? Which is really cool too. So they actually represent this next stage in your life. It's amazing, guys. Like, who would have thought this shit existed? Like, honestly, all right? I am still like freaking amazed. I really am. So I thought I'd explain, little things like that. I know this isn't like a professional freaking lecture on, the technical definitions and whatever between deceased and spirit guides, but at least it'll give you a general idea. And I do feel that it's important, okay, that if you're on this journey and you're talking to, things you can't see, all right, you need to know who you're talking to, all right? So obviously we all need to take a bit of responsibility with this stuff. We need to develop, cleanse, ground, protect, all right? Because at the end of the day, you don't know who you're talking to, all right? And I've been fooled before. I've really been fooled before, man. And, we've got to be doing that all the time before we try to communicate, even afterwards, mate, when we wake up, before we go to sleep, like the whole lot, man. The more you do it, the better, okay? So if you need a technique to do the cleanse, ground, protect, have a look on Google, all right? You can Google this stuff, all right? You can Google anything these days. all right? Or you can talk to someone like me. You can talk to a medium. You can talk to a psychic. You can go into your local hippie shop, right? And they will help you with this stuff. So definitely that's your responsibility, all right? And, you know, through my experiences with this world, all right, I highly recommend it, okay? I've learnt the hard way with this shit, okay? Yeah, anyway, all right. So I might leave it there. I'm trying to quickly think of anything that I might need to say. I'm just walking around the Oval, guys. If you're wondering, you've probably seen that building like 50 million times. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for now. But they're there. They're there for your greater good, and you are never alone. All right? So remember that. You have a support team with you throughout this life. They will automatically, spirit guides will automatically do like what they need to do to help you, okay? But I mean, I still ask them for help anyway. I'm like, is there anything else you can do, mate? Like, help a sister out, you know what I mean? I don't know whether, like, I've had responses about things that I've asked for. Like, I've asked for certain things and they're like, yeah, you know, no worries, or, you know, there'll be a response. And I'm pretty sure that's my guides there, all right? I doubt it would be anything else. And yeah, so they are there, guys. Even though you can't see them, right, but you can hear them. I mean, you might be able to see them. Who knows? But if you practice meditation and that space between awake and sleep, okay, so when you're drifting off to sleep, you can practice prolonging that space, okay, by when you catch yourself drifting asleep, you can, you know, bring back a bit of awareness, okay, as soon as you can start catching yourself drifting, and the stuff that's running through your mind isn't you, you'll notice, all right? It's actually not you. So you're, you know, in your head, right, trying to get to sleep, chat to yourself in your head, right? Then your brainwaves start to shift. All of a sudden, it's not you that's talking, all right? So be aware of that. Yeah, be aware, all right, of what's going on. And if you can prolong that space, that's really going to help you tune into this world, all right? One more thing that I might just add, with the difference between deceased and spirit guides, okay, we can have deceased loved ones be around us, okay, after death in this life, okay, so within this current life experience, okay, you may have had a significant death of a loved one, okay, that loved one can stay here, all right, and be around you, all right, or they can go, like, obviously, you know, the loved one's passed, they move on to heaven, they have a space of healing, okay, because everybody needs to heal and, you know, review this life, okay, and their experience for their growth, all right, and then they come back, all right, and they can offer support to you, if it's part of the, contract, okay, part of the journey for you and them, so it is quite common. That, you know, significant loved ones do stay with you, okay, throughout your life, or for quite a period after the death, okay, because they really do love you, and they want you to, like, they want you to know that they're okay, all right, and they want to be there for you, and also too, they can come and go, all right, they can move between people, places, they can come and go from, like, heaven, earth, or wherever the hell's going on, all right? It really just depends on their own personal agreement and experience, okay, as a spirit. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it on that. I really hope this was insightful for you and it wasn't too confusing or anything. But I think I've covered, like, the majority of the important stuff, all right, but I will keep doing little videos like this. You might learn something, and I'll probably learn things too, all right, so yeah, anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. Have a fantastic day, all right. It's got to be freaking awesome. I'm about to get myself another cough, because life is good, man. Life is good, all right. See you guys later. Say hi to your guides for me, all right. See you.